Hey guys, with Doom of Dimensions coming out soon, I wanted to get out my deck profile for DDD. This is probably one of my favorite Pendulum decks to ever come out, outside of like Lunalight and Pendulum Magician. I absolutely adore this deck. I sadly wasn't able to really play it during Zodiac format, which is when the starter deck came out. But I did get the starter deck 2 weeks before Zodiac came out. I've been playing this deck for ages, and I absolutely adore how the deck works. So I ended up making proxies of all the new cards. Also, this was before like I really got good with my proxies, so this one looks really bad. I didn't realize I was supposed to color in or fill in the backdrops. So like my extra deck looks good, but my main deck is kind of iffy. I haven't really changed this list all that much, but it's not like since the support was announced. But it's not like the deck's really going to change. I think everything in here is going to be standard. Just about like I'm playing one or two cards that I probably shouldn't be. I'm just testing those out. But honestly, I'm going to be taking this into the next format. Maybe after I'm done playing K9. We're playing 3 Machinax. Konami gave us an extra 3 searchers, being like Machinax, Surveyor, the new contract, and it feels great. This also lets us play around Droll, which is really nice, especially since Droll is being seen in main decks, especially in the Kanon Crystron builds, which is kind of scary. It has the effect to grab a Dark Contract by popping a card you control, and it doesn't trigger Droll because it activates it instead of, or places it, instead of adding it to hand. Surveyor, although I should have made proper proxies for these, it's already out. I don't need to worry about that. But I'm playing 3 Surveyor, discard card, summon itself, and then search for a 0 attacker, which is really, really nice. Being able just to grab Kepler, getting a contract in rotation already. One thing, again, we kind of lose to draw with that one. Although it does give us the ability to grab Machinax, or Gilgamesh pretty early. It's also an extender, which is something the deck didn't particularly need, but I'm glad that we have it. Playing 3 Kepler. Kepler is a mandatory. This is our 1-card combo. All of these are 1-card combos, so we actually don't need to worry about it too much when it comes to consistency. Speaking of which, for spoilers, I'm not playing the field spell that searches for 0/0s, I think it was the Yubel one. But I'm not playing that. I don't think it's worth it. It's 1, Droll. I don't want to lose the Droll more than I already am. 2, I don't particularly like the idea of playing less than 12 hand traps. I'd rather play 12 to 15. And here for DDD, ever since Pack took over DDD back in 2023 or 24, I've loved the way that deck played. I liked being able to play so much non-engine. We're playing 3 Griffin. Griffin is mandatory at 3. I will not take any less. I say Griffin is mandatory at 3 only because if they imperm something like your Gilgamesh or your Kepler, you can still play a little bit more, because Griffin being able to just summon itself for free, or being in scale, if you scale it off of Gilgamesh and you have a Dark Contract, you can trigger Griffin, send it to extra deck, and then Thomas can add it back. Just being a niche extender is really nice. For the skills that we can play off of Gilgamesh, we are playing 4. Ignore my German, I think it is Orthros. I have no idea how I got it German, but I've had it for years. So my Ragnarok here, we use this only for niche combos. There is a specific line where we go Ragnarok, sending the new soldier, the level 4 soldier. It's okay. I like the idea of the combo. That's one of the cards I might cut. Not Ragnarok, but soldier. Personally, I'd rather not pay the life points, so I do prefer the Orthros Thomas combo, which I feel is just a little bit better. And then Cerberus. Cerberus is here for being able to turn your Kepler into a level 4, of course, or being able to grab a card when you Pendulum Summon it. And I like the idea of recovering stuff. There's specific combos where we go Machina X, pop a contract, grab the contract back off of Cerberus, and then we have that for later, like for follow-up. I do like it, although I might cut Cerberus later. That's unsure. Orthros, I feel like Orthros is mandatory in every DDD build. I like the idea of summoning this off scale and then making Siegfried that way. Also, yes, we do have a new way to make Siegfried. No, I don't think it's better. Actually, I don't particularly like the new level 2. Like, Soldier is good. By the way, again, I don't think these proxies look all that great, so I'm sorry for their quality. I don't think Land Soldier is all that great. Like, it's a better Lamia. It's an absolutely better Lamia. But, like, in terms of making the new level 6 using its effect to come back, I feel like I'd rather have Orthros just for the extra deck space. But then again, like, the new Synchro, Clovis, that's its name. Yeah, the new Synchro. It's good. It's fantastic. It gives us a level 6 to make Caesar. It gives us a way to extend, because you don't have to summon Land Soldier. You can actually summon anything. I think it's a fantastic extender. But, like, I have a lot of issues with it that I probably can't voice right now, because I'm probably, like, too tired for this. We are playing Lance. We are playing Defense Soldier. And finally, we are playing Copper. Copper is our last, like, it's not really a starter anymore. Like, back in the day, Gate used to be, like, activate Gate, go Copper, Copper send Lamia, that's full combo, theoretically. But this is no longer full combo, and I do not like playing more than this. I think that's actually kind of standard, so it doesn't matter. Copper gives us a way to send, like, Necroslime, or Lance Soldier. It's really good. I do not think this is cuttable. We're playing the Scale. Scale Surveyor is a really cool extender. Turns itself into a level 4, summon itself for free. I don't particularly have all that many problems with it. Its pendulum effect doesn't really matter to me. It's realistically just its monster effect. Admittedly, I don't really use its monster effect outside of, like, it's manipulating its level. We're playing the one Necroslime. Again, mandatory, really good. Gives us fusion access early. Going into spells, I'll move these out of the way. Spells and traps. 3 gates, mandatory, Searcher. 1 Swamp King, 1 Dark Contract with Zero King. So Zero King is really cool as a support piece. On activation, you just summon a dude from deck. It's the whole, like, you take 1,000 during your standby phase. It's really good. It's also treated as a DD card, although I think this is like this might be a prior translation, so I'm unsure if this is still counted as a DD card, so do not hold me against that, please. Although, like, none of my combos care about it being a DD card. I'm playing the new Contract Trap card. I think it's bad. I genuinely don't think it's great. It's very... It gives us, like, some recursion. It's nice in that regard. But, like, it's just like a Crystron cluster. But, like, we don't need a Crystron cluster. If anything, I'd probably cut out the Trap card. I'm debating on cutting out the Defense Soldier. And then, like, I think that's about it. I'd probably cut these two for some sort of non-engine, like 1 Triple Tactics Talent and a Thrust, or... Actually, Thrust doesn't actually help us. So then, Call By. Probably those. Again, I would not play the field spell that searches cards. I would not play any other like searching cards for the deck. I don't think the deck needs any more engine. The engine is fine. Playing Headhaunts, Widow Anchor. We need the Widow Anchor. That's it for engine. So for non-engine, excuse the sleeves because I'm not re-sleeving these for my main current deck. 3 Fulos. Fulos is mandatory. Being able to just give us more cards to play is really nice. 3 Ash for the Fulos, for the Holly Sue, for the Izuna. What can I say? Ash is like putting in a lot of work this format, going first and second, and it's so good. 3 Imperm. We need to play Imperm. Every deck should be playing Imperm. Some form of interaction that stops Paradise Smasher or stops the artifact Durandal. 1, I don't like hand control. Then 2, I don't like turn skips. And those are running rampant in the format. Yassine already proved that Durandal's just a good card. And especially like his idea of maining Droll really hurts us. So when we get the new support and Droll is still like heavily played, we're gonna have to play the Imperm. Finally, Impulse. Impulse is mandatory for dark decks. We only have dark cards. We do not have anything else that matters. That's a different attribute. So we are not hurt in the slightest for playing it. I would say the only thing that I guess would matter is that we do have different attributes in the extra deck, being fire and water, but even then, they don't affect us. So, DDD best deck format, please. Going into extra deck, playing the Ragnarok. So, Ragnarok is a phenomenal support piece. We've needed a Link 3, especially since we've Link spam Gilgamesh all the time just to get cards in graveyard, so this is still really nice. Although we don't use it the same way that we used Gilgamesh before, this stops cards from hand, like monster cards from hand, so no Nibiru. We don't have to worry about that, especially since Nibiru is becoming more popular in the format. Going into Yummy, going into Vanquish Soul Canine. I think this is a fantastic card going into the next format. And then also it just helps us combo. So I don't have to glaze this card as much as I already am. 2 Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is fine. I don't think we need to play 3 like we used to. We're not spamming it as much as we used to, although we do make 2 for combo often, which kind of sucks. If they Imperm or Gilgamesh, we do have plays more than just making Machinex, but they're not as viable, sadly. Playing the 1 Pendulum Beyond. I am playing this as my, like, secondary out to if Gilgamesh gets hit. Like, Imperm, Gilgamesh, okay, I have Griffin in hand. Cool, I'll summon Griffin. Oh, I have Surveyor in hand. Cool, summon Surveyor. And then hopefully I have, like, another Pendulum in hand for Beyond to actually be worth it. That way I can, like, set up scales. It's not great, but I feel like you need to play something to play into Imperm. Especially, like, if someone doesn't know the deck and they're just, like, they're watching one of those GGYGO videos, like, oh, you hit this card, you hit that card, and then they're done. It's like, okay, well, no, you hit Gilgamesh, we make Beyond. So we have more things. 1 King Solomon. King Solomon is honestly what we needed, especially since the last wave of support made it so we were rank 4 focused. So King Solomon's fantastic. Absolutely love King Solomon. It's detached to search for a DD monster. Or a DD card, I think. Again, I can't really trust these translations, because these were, like, brand new translations. 1 Caesar. It's still mandatory. You gotta be able to search contract that way. Although it doesn't come up as often, there are combo lines where you go King Solomon, revive some stuff, King Caesar, revive some stuff, King Tell. Speaking of King Tell. Again, a lot of one-ups in this deck. King Tell just sends a card to graveyard. Again, we're not playing the DDD field spell. or the Fiend field spell. So we're not actually using the effect to send that to graveyard. We are sending cards like Necroslime or Surveyor or so and so. So we don't actually need that. Also, this is our time card. Sadly, we do pay like 2,000 life points, one off of Gilgamesh and then one off of Ragnarok, although we don't have to, because we could go scale Thomas and Orthros. But this being able to even out life points is really nice, although Vanquish Soul doesn't care about that, they'll just burn you. Playing the Caesar. Yeah, so this is our card. This isn't Fiendsmith's card, this is our card. We make this. It's a lot more like accessible now, especially since we have the new King Clovis. But I do like Caesar. Also, excuse that I'm not using like a PSR or QCR or something. I should have one. I played Fiendsmith for a while. I just don't know where it is. So don't worry about it. Playing 2 Machinex. Machinex is our main boss monster. It's the easiest card to summon. And it is probably like the most well-known one. Make sure you know that Machinex can only suck up cards from field. So you cannot stop Nibiru with this type of card. One of the biggest issues coming into the next format is if you try to Machinex suck up a Vanquish Soul monster, they will just bounce it. So realistically, we just go Machinex either if we need to and we know what's in hand, suck up Holly Sue, or we suck up the Lupus. Aside from that, I don't think Machinex is just as good as it used to be, especially since there's so many quick effects that just outright stops Machinex from like resolving. So Synchros, King Clovis, Siegfried. King Clovis, again, really cool card. Being able to summon a card from your banish or your graveyard is really cool. There are, of course, a couple combo lines that use King Clovis, although I don't think they're as relevant. Like, we don't have to go through those combos. It's okay. I do like it. I do like that we got more extra export. I just don't like it. Niche thing, we can make this. I'm debating about cutting Clovis for it, although it is a level 6. And we can use a Orthros and it to make it. So that's something I have to think about. Although you can just make him a Gilgamesh. So, I don't know. Fusions. We're playing 2 Gilgamesh. Or, sorry, Genghis. So many G words. Genghis is fantastic. One, you are able to Monster Reborn stuff for combo. And this is one of the best cards that we've had in the game. For this deck. And then second, you can grab a Dark Contract. Speaking of which, speaking of secret effects, Caesar has a secret effect. If it's sent to the graveyard by anything, you can search for a Dark Contract. It's phenomenal. And no one's gonna know that as we that it has a secondary effect. They're all gonna like have to read the card again if they ever play against us. It's great. Sorry, rant aside. Genghis is fantastic. We have to play 2. 1, only because we can use both of them to make Caesar, and it's just a second, like, trigger off of, like, Ragnarok or Genghis, which is really good. And then we play the big guy. So, also this was one of the first guys I turned into a proxy for this deck. It could have been better. I don't like how this turned out. Oh well. This is an OTK machine. This is a fantastic card. I think this is going to be mandatory. I do really like this card. The only reason why I say it's going to be mandatory is because, one, as a form of follow-up, it does get rid of a lot of your materials, but this is basically our Liger Dancer. Like, it's Liger Dancer without needing Wolf. Like, it's a contact fusion that just gets big. And it gets rid of problems into board states. And especially, like, what is Yummy gonna do that, like, really matters for this? Like 1 on summon negates everything. It's not a towers exactly, so it's not like they can't book it or something, which kind of sucks. But like, okay, banish materials, effect negate their board. If they book it, that's fine. We still have other cards available to us. It's just our own Dark Ruler, and I love that. So that is my list. If you at least agree a little bit with me on some of my ratios, how I'm deciding not to play the field spell, click like, subscribe, all that clickbaity bullshit. Thanks for watching.